We've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. So here is the punter, Matt Bosher, to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check, 45 to Mike. Woo-hoo! 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
Watch the slants, watch the slants.
Now Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, they go screen. This is Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And now Jackson will look to throw it, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On third down, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. No. Check that. We want Mike. You're right.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's the fullback now. It's Keith Smith. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 35 on 2nd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now Ryan on first down. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brandon Carr there to make the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The kick is good. Makes the score Falcons 7, Ravens nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we have reached halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Russell. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Check four, check back. Hey, Zoo.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Intentional grounding.
Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Back 25.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Jackson now on third down. Buying time to his left. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line. That's the end of the
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Rabbit. 45. Mike, 45.
Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
And it's complete. Hooper. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Throwing now. Ryan on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alan Bailey, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and he's going to go down again. Deion Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
4th down, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right. 4 down.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens defense, they get ready, and they trot back out onto the field. They've played a great game. This has been a great game. It's tied. They're just hoping to push this one to OT.
This has been fun, hasn't it, partner? This feels like one of those well-pitched baseball games. Low scoring, and will one play make the difference? And where's it going to come from? Right now, they're hoping that it doesn't happen, and they can just get this game to OT.
Yeah, I mentioned they're hoping to get it to OT. They take a turnover as well. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Caught by Jones. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, I-7.
Throwing now is Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Here's Ryan. He's going to go up top for the... And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this... This is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Well, going into the final play of